This is an introduction to an unfinished back pilot holes UCS. This UCS puts pilot holes in each corner of an upper cabinet. In fact, why don't I quit talking and just show you what it does. I'm going to put an upper cabinet on a wall, standard upper, and the default for these in my library is 30 inches wide. Going to the cabinet view, you can see that there are 3 holes in the back. So I'm going to go to the, you can see in the 3D view here, these 3 holes on the upper part of the back, and then 3 corresponding holes on the bottom of the back. If I change the width of this cabinet from 30 inches to, let's say, I don't know, let's say 23 inches wide, then have a look at that again. You can see there is only 1 hole in each corner. This is 2 inches. Holes are supposed to be, for pilot holes, 2 inches from each corner of the outside of the cabinet. So that's how this UCS is set up. Since this is a relatively narrow cabinet, it's only putting 1 in each corner. If the cabinet is, I think the break point is 24 inches. Cabinets between 24 and 36 inches wide. Go to 30. We've got 3 holes, 1 in each corner, and then 1 in the center. Another break point is 36 inches wide. Change the cabinet to, 40 inches wide. Now we've got 4 holes equally spaced across the top and the bottom. I've added one more feature to this so that it's always going to, let's say you put a scribe on the bottom of the cabinet. So I'm going to go to the properties case. Put a 3-inch scribe on the bottom, which essentially gives you some place to put a, like a light underneath the cabinet, built-in light rail. I also have a UCS that adds a light rail to this. So if you see underneath here, I've added this light rail. But also, the point in showing you that I've raised the bottom up, it also raises these holes up so they're always 2 inches from the bottom inside of the cabinet, not necessarily the 2 inches from the bottom of the finished side. It'd be 2 inches from the bottom of the cabinet up that way. So that is that. In a nutshell, there are a couple of attributes that go with this. So if I click on the unfinished back, you can see that we have 2 attributes. One, center of pilot holes from outside. That's the 2 inches. So by default, we've got 2 inches. We can change that to 3 inches on a side as well, or you change it to whatever. But just for the purposes of the demonstration, you can see that if I change that to 3 inches, now it's 3 inches from the left and 3 inches from the top, and the same with the bottom set of holes. The other attribute was the size of the hole. So this is set for, I think, 5 millimeters, which is 3/16. So change the size of that hole, and again, for the purposes of demonstration, I'll change this to 1/2 inch. So you can see how the hole sizes change. One note, this does not, let me go back to this 3D view. This does not put the pilot holes through the nailer. I kind of thought that was somewhat problematic, especially trying to identify for the assembler, if he's trying to distinguish, one set of the upper nailer from the lower nailer, the holes might be in the wrong place. So I figured that was going to be more of a problem than it would be anything else. If you would like to request that I put pilot holes in the nailer as well, please send me an email or call me, and I can do that and add that in. But by default, this does not put them in the nailers as well. So how do we do this? I built a package for installation. So if I were to, you would install a package. The package looks like the package is called Unfinished Backs Pilot Holes. This is it right here, Unfinished Backs Pilot Holes. You would click on this to import the package contents, and away you go. In the user created standards, you can turn that on and off using the light bulb. And there's the other one for the nailers, which I have turned off. I think that about covers it.